At first, I was surprised by people's reactions. Why did they think it was such a big deal? Wouldn't anyone do what they could to save their father? My father's had the hepatitis B virus for most of his life. It's what caused his liver to fail 7 years ago. In 2001, he got a new liver, but the medication he took for his body to accept the new liver was toxic to his kidneys. In just 6 years, his kidneys completely shut down, and he had to go on dialysis. 3 times a week, he came to this dialysis center for 4 hours at a time. He would call me sometimes after a session. He was so weak he could barely talk.
The pulse is higher now. Getting higher, Mr. Qatar. 141. Can you sit down?
After about a year, he was ready to give up. He told my mother privately that he would only wait another 3 months on dialysis. If he couldn't get a kidney transplant before then, he would stop going to the sessions and eventually die. My dad and I have always been close. His wisdom continues to guide me. He brought my family out of war-torn Lebanon to America, and he's made life here for us very comfortable. He's always put family first, so I accepted immediately when the hospital called to ask if I was willing to give up my kidney for him. I left my home in D.C. for Chicago, where my parents live and where the transplant would eventually happen. My girlfriend and I documented the experience. We both shoot video for the Washington Post. I couldn't give my kidney directly to my father because our blood types didn't match. But the hospital found a way to match me and my father to other donor-recipient pairs.
A healthy approved donor should be perfectly fine for most recipients, and that's what this is based upon.
A nephrologist explained the process to my family at a pre-op visit a couple days before surgery.
It's an exchange, right? It's an exchange of things. And what you are doing by participating in this process is allowing your father to essentially get a kidney now and not wait 4 or 5 years. You guys are represented here, actually, a B blood type and an O blood type, which is incompatible. So this O is going to give to this O, okay? This O is going to give to this O. This B gives to this B, and then this A now is going to give to an A person off the waiting list. Okay? So here are our 4 recipients, here are our 4 donors, and they're off by 1 notch on the ladder, off by 1 rung on the ladder, but by doing this and finding all these people, we can do all these transplants all at once.
You're going to need to be here at 6 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, April the 3rd.
The day I got a call from the hospital asking if I wanted to donate my kidney, I knew that I would go through with it no matter what. But I kept thinking of my son Nicholas. What if he needed a kidney one day and I couldn't give him one? His mother, my ex-wife, was against it from the start. I don't see my son much as it is because he lives in Italy with her. If I died, Nicholas would be without a father forever. I can't say I wasn't scared. But I knew that I couldn't live with myself if I didn't do everything I could to save my father. My body would say, "Why are you going under the knife? You're perfectly healthy. Don't do it."
So you sign here.
But my brain would tell my body, "Shut up. This is what you have to do to save your father's life."
As far as the risks of the surgery, the risks are pretty standard in terms of any abdominal procedure, bleeding, infection. Where is this going?
Yeah.
Where's the needle going to go? In the hand?
I'll tell you. It's going to go in the best possible vein that I can find.
Oh,
okay?
that's a good place.
Now,
I went through so much testing before I was deemed an eligible donor. I sent at least a dozen test tubes full of blood from Washington to Chicago and went through weeks of testing. I was just so sick of being poked.
I just got a
I just got some pain medication to chill me out, and I swear to you, it's amazing. It's like you're on, and so I'm already feeling like slurred. You can hear the slur, and it's cold coming in, and it's getting like dizzy, like, you know what I mean? I don't remember anything after this moment. They wheeled me around, they shaved half my stomach, but I don't remember anything. Nothing. They removed my kidney using a technique called hand-assisted laparoscopy, which basically means that they make a couple of small incisions instead of one very large one. It's less invasive that way, so it takes less time to recover from. 2-inch-long incisions are made where long rods called laparoscopes are placed. One is used to cut the tissue around the kidney, and the other has a video camera on the end. The kidney is taken out by hand from a third incision, about 3 inches long.
I'm not quite ready, though.
And there's my kidney. They're preparing it for someone that I had never even met before.
There we go.
I was completely immobile after surgery. I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I couldn't focus on anything for more than a minute. Bloated, lots of pain everywhere, but especially the incision. Very sore, and stings sometimes. Fist length.
Fist length. So 3 inches.
By next morning, I was already walking around, and I wanted to see how my dad was doing.
I missed you so much.
Look, I'm okay. Look, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. As long as I keep the Norco.
Thanks so much for your gift.
You're welcome, Dad.
Wow, what a gift.
You gave me the gifts. That afternoon, the hospital arranged a meeting between the donors and recipients.
Right. Yeah. So we're going to have a chance for you to meet the person who you donated your kidney to as part of the...
I didn't think I cared much about who got my kidney because I was doing it for my father. That all changed when I met Naral. His appreciation was just overwhelming.
Is it going well?
Yeah, man. Thanks.
You're welcome, man.
Thanks for taking care of me, man.
You're welcome, man. I hope it treats you well, man.
Thanks.
I hope it lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts as long as you can. I'm a healthy guy, so this will be okay. I'm healthy. I'm clean, you know what I'm saying? So it should be good.
Now, if we could just have the donors and the recipients, because I want to have them sort of standing next to each other. That way we can make some sense of this on TV.
Good Morning America was there, and other media soon picked up the story. It turns out we were all part of medical history. The 8-person kidney exchange was one of the world's largest, and a record number for the Midwest.
Well, I'm sweating like a dog. I'm giving up on number 2.
Recovery went relatively well, except for one thing. I just couldn't go to the bathroom.
Sweating like a dog, baby.
The narcotics I was taking for pain constipated me, and I was full of gas because the doctors inflated my stomach to have more room to work.
Well, if I don't go by this evening, I'm gonna give up on number 2.
It felt like gas bubbles were coming out of my shoulders. I was in excruciating pain.
Got the number 2 blues. Daddy, you look great, Dad. Go slowly.
My dad got home just one day after me. I was relieved to see him off dialysis, walking around, not connected to a machine.
Hi, go to my room. That's your room.
You have to go to your room. Go to your room.
Hey. Thank you, Pierre. Hey. Thank you. Hey. This has been
a lifetime experience. I mean, what we have lived is unique.
Yeah.
We have to pass this on to the next generations for them to realize what we have done.
Yeah, you're tired, Daddy. Don't talk.
A couple weeks later, I went out to see how my kidney was doing. Turns out it was doing great work. Naral Patel, who received my kidney, was in great shape. He took me to the Hindu temple he helped build just outside Chicago. Naral needed a kidney because he's had polycystic kidney disease since birth. The disease forms cysts on the kidneys and leads to total kidney failure.
I would see that, that pillar, these three pillars right here.
Yeah.
The middle one, that taller one, because the middle one's the tallest one, I was all the way at the top.
He's 25 years old, and this was his 4th kidney transplant.
Dolphins, look, dolphins.
4 months later, my father treated the whole family to 1 week in San Diego. It was the first time in 10 years that we all vacationed together because my dad had always been too sick to travel. I mentioned before that I had second thoughts about going through with the operation. But at that moment in San Diego, I couldn't have seen it any other way.
My body is burned and left to the earth. Well, I won't let you down. Scattered away, set down again. Drift back to the ground, back to the ground. The night will grow long, and shades will be drawn, till all you see is the end. But light has a way to break up the day, make it all clear again. It's all clear again. It all but appears that I was never around. As you lay on the grass, I whistle past as I